another soap opera. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex being awarded the Ripple of Hope by US human rights charity last night for their activism, they said, on racial justice and mental health. Well, Harry and Meghan's Netflix docu-series set to be released 8 a.m. tomorrow London time. The royal family bracing themselves for what may be revealed. The latest trailer being criticised over several clips that were rather misleading. Let's speak to our Royal Correspondent Cameron Walker about that now, joining us in the studio. So are we expecting yet more bits of sort of camera flashes going off, the reporters chasing them, or not, as the case may be?
Well, perhaps. Last night there was certainly a lot of cameras flashing at this Ripple of Hope Award in New York. It's Robert F. Kennedy Foundation that put on this gala, and Harry and Meghan won this award for being an exemplary leader across government, business,
yeah,
and
warning about the flash photography, just to alert people very quickly again, this going off.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because this was what they were sort of criticising in their trailer for Netflix about all the cameras following them and the rest of it. And here they are right in the middle of this maelstrom of publicity once more.
Yeah, I think Harry and Meghan were criticising the media intrusion, which they did not permit, I think is fair to say. Clearly here they are staging on a blue carpet and are expecting cameras. But I think what's interesting is that Robert F. Kennedy's daughter, Kerry Kennedy, said in an interview last month that the reason they were getting this Ripple of Hope award is for standing up to the structural racism within the institution of the monarchy. And clearly it's very well timed because tomorrow, Mark, as you said, we're getting this Netflix documentary trailer. Well, this morning we've been out and about in London, and we have been speaking to a couple of people to see exactly what they think of Harry and Meghan. So let's take a look at that.
When they got married, I was so thrilled. I felt like it was a new era, and now I'm just so embarrassed. And I just wish those two brothers would be friends again. I mean, it's all about family, isn't it?
I find it a bit strange that they're having their conversations in public.
I feel a bit sorry for them, actually. They're probably quite misunderstood.
For somebody who doesn't want to be in the media, they're courting a lot of media attention.
And while you're here, news just coming in from Bedfordshire Police. We talked about this yesterday. A 28-year-old man charged with a public order offence after an egg allegedly thrown at the King during a walkabout in Luton Town Centre, when the King, of course, was actually meeting people from various communities, particularly the Sikh community. And a lot of royal observers have said, well, this is where the real work is going on. The King and the Queen Consort meeting these people day after day after day, not actually sort of talking to the press about it in America.
Yes, exactly. He was keeping calm and carrying on. The King visited a 24-hour kitchen at Gurdwara in Luton yesterday, who is feeding the communities in the cost of living crisis. We understand that the King is giving away £600 of his own money to each of his staff to counter, or up to £600
from his personal money
to counteract the cost of living crisis. For them, clearly there was this egg incident, which a man has now been charged over. Yesterday, his security team very quickly guided the King away to a separate section of the crowd. Clearly there's a security problem there because, on the one hand, Charles wants to be inclusive and meet as many people as possible, but there is a bit of a security concern.
But we think the walkabouts will continue.
I think they will continue, yes. Yeah. We saw that in York. There was the walkabout there about a month ago where I witnessed the 4 eggs being hurled in the direction of the King and Queen consorts. Then, to stand up to them, there was a unplanned walkabout a couple of hours later to show the world that they are not afraid to meet members of the public.
Yeah. Cameron, thank you for that.